beauty standards are a lie, and you fell for it. So let's talk about beauty standards, those cookie cutter rules designed to make you feel like garbage while simultaneously convincing you to buy overpriced cologne. Society loves symmetry, smooth skin, and teeth so white they blind you from space. But here's the kicker. Those standards are about as real as your ex's promise to change. Let me introduce you to the patron saint of ugly, sexy Nick Cave. If you've never heard of him, just picture a haunted scarecrow with impeccable style. Objectively, the dude looks like he was cursed by a witch. Subjectively, he's got women out here writing sonnets about his jawline. Why? Because Nick Cave doesn't play by the rules. He owns his weirdness. You see, conventional beauty is boring. It's predictable, like a Hallmark movie where you already know the ending 5 minutes in. But someone with unconventional features, that's a wild card. They're the plot twist nobody saw coming, and humans, being the chaotic creatures we are, love a good twist. Now, here's the thing. Beauty standards are just marketing. They're there to sell you toothpaste, gym memberships, and skincare routines you'll never stick to. Our real attraction, that's messy. It's primal. It's looking at someone who's objectively a meh and thinking, yeah, I'd risk it all. So if you've ever wondered why you're attracted to people who look like they'd bite you in a fight, it's because your brain is rebelling. It's saying, screw the symmetry, give me something interesting. And honestly, that's the energy we should all be embracing. Confidence, the ultimate cheat code. Let's get something straight. Confidence isn't just a cheat code, it's the whole damn game. You can look like a dumpster fire in human form, but if you've got confidence, boom, you're a goddamn legend. Here's how it works. Confidence is like duct tape for your personality. It fixes everything. That crooked nose, suddenly it's distinguished. Those dad bod love handles, now they're rugged. It doesn't matter if you're rocking a face only a mother could love. Or if you walk into a room like you own the joint, people will believe you. Think of confidence like the do-I-fi signal of attraction. If it's strong, you're unstoppable. If it's weak, you're basically invisible. And don't get it twisted, confidence isn't about arrogance or flexing on Instagram. It's about owning your weirdness. It's saying, yeah, I've got flaws. So what? They're limited edition. Women don't want a guy who apologizes for existing. They want someone who's comfortable in his own skin, even if that skin looks like it's been through some things. And here's the kicker. Confidence is contagious. If you're confident, people around you feel more confident too. Suddenly, you're not just the ugly, sexy guy, you're a damn vibe. So next time you're tempted to play it safe or hide your quirks, remember this, confidence doesn't just open doors. It kicks them down, takes the room, and makes everyone wonder how they ever lived without you. Humor, the other cheat code. All right, boys, let's talk about the ultimate equalizer, humor, the great hack for life. If confidence is the engine, humor is the turbocharger. You could look like a used mop, but if you can make someone laugh until they snort, you're golden. Here's why humor works. It's basically a brain flex. Being funny shows you're smart, quick on your feet, and, let's be real, a little dangerous. It's the mental equivalent of peacocking, minus the tacky shirt and bad cologne. Laughter makes people feel good, and guess what? They'll associate those good vibes with you. It's psychological manipulation, but like the ethical kind. Now, this isn't about cracking dad jokes or rehearsing one-liners in the mirror. Real humor, it's about timing, wit, and knowing how to read the room. And if you can roast yourself without coming off as insecure, chef's kiss. You're now the funny guy who doesn't take himself too seriously, a combo so deadly it should be illegal. But here's the thing, not all humor is created equal. If you're just out here throwing cringe puns or quoting memes, congrats. You're now the funny guy no one wants to date. The goal isn't to become a clown, it's to become the guy who can make people laugh with you, not at you. So yeah, humor isn't just a tool, it's a weapon. Wield it wisely and you'll find that being funny can turn even the most average-looking dude into someone unforgettable. The evolutionary psychology rabbit hole. Evolutionary psychology, the science of explaining why your brain is a chaotic mess. Let's get primal for a second. Back in the day, our ancestors didn't care about abs or jawlines. They cared about survival. And survival wasn't just about who could wrestle a saber-toothed tiger. It was about who could make you laugh while doing it. Here's the deal. Attraction isn't just about looks. It's about what those looks represent. A guy who's ugly sexy, he's sending out signals. I've got confidence, I've got humor, and I've got the audacity to thrive in a world where people are obsessed with perfection. That's charisma, baby. It's like waving a neon sign that says, my genes are worth the gamble. Some scientists even argue that humor and confidence show off a well-wired nervous system. Yeah, apparently cracking a joke is nature's way of saying, hey, I've got great DNA. Meanwhile, dancing, singing, and even walking with swagger are subtle ways of showing off coordination and health. It's like a mating ritual, but with fewer feathers and more bad karaoke. And let's not forget the wild card, uniqueness. Humans are wired to notice what stands out. That's why someone with unconventional features can be way more memorable than someone who looks like every Instagram influencer ever. It's evolutionary psychology's way of saying, why blend in when you can stand out? So next time you're wondering why you're attracted to someone who looks like they've survived multiple bar fights, remember, your brain is just trying to make sure your future kids are interesting. The gender divide, men versus women on ugly sexy. All right, let's dive into the awkward elephant in the room. The difference between how men and women view ugly sexy. Spoiler alert, it's not even close. For women, attraction is like a three-dimensional chess game played blindfolded. Looks? Sure, they matter, but not nearly as much as a dude's ability to exude confidence, charisma, and a little mystery. Women are out here scanning for traits like humor, status, and whether you can command a room. You could look like a grizzly bear with a mortgage, but if you've got the vibe, you're in. Now flip it to men. We're simple creatures. Let's not lie to ourselves. Physical appearance is usually at the top of the checklist. That said, there's still room for the ugly sexy phenomenon. Think about it. You've probably been drawn to someone who didn't tick all the conventional boxes but had something about them. An edge, a spark, a certain don't give a damn energy. It's primal, bro. But here's the kicker. Women are way better at looking past the surface. They'll fall for a guy who's funny, confident, or has a voice that could narrate a true crime podcast. Meanwhile, most dudes wouldn't know charm if it smacked them in the face. The result? Women end up dating ugly, sexy guys all the time, and society claps for it. Men, though, we're still trying to figure out how a girl can make bad posture and messy hair look like the hottest thing since fire. So, yeah, the gender divide is real, but if you play your cards right, ugly, sexy works for everyone. You just need to figure out how to use it. The final breakdown, why ugly, sexy wins. So here we are, the grand finale, why ugly, sexy people consistently punch above their weight class. Spoiler, it's because they've mastered the art of being unforgettable. Let's face it, conventionally attractive people, they're like a nice screensaver, easy on the eyes, but you forget about them the second they're gone. Ugly, sexy, that's the real deal. These people stick in your brain like the chorus of a bad pop song, but instead of hating it, you're low-key obsessed. Or why? Because ugly, sexy isn't just about looks, it's about presence. It's the guy who walks into a room like he owns it, even if his shirt is wrinkled and his hairline is fighting a losing battle. It's the woman who cracks a joke so sharp you're laughing before you realize you've been roasted. It's people who stopped trying to fit into society's mold and decided to break it instead. And here's the kicker, ugly, sexy people understand the long game. They know looks fade, but personality, charisma, and the ability to make someone feel something, that's timeless. They've embraced their quirks, weaponized their weirdness, and turned their flaws into features. The result? They win in dating, in friendships, in life. Because while everyone else is busy trying to be perfect, ugly, sexy people are out here being real. And that's what makes them irresistible. So stop chasing perfection. Embrace the chaos, lean into your quirks, and own your ugly sexy. Who knows, you might just become someone else's Nick Cave.